She tried to punch me in the face, but I had my hands up like this. She grabbed my shoulders and she shook me like really violently. A few days later, I woke up and my fingers started tingling.
JessConstantino, yeah.
Hello, my beautiful YouTube family. Welcome back to my channel. So one question that I get asked a lot is, how did I get a traumatic brain injury? It's a very long story, but essentially I was a massage instructor, and one of my massage students didn't like me because I wouldn't give her a grade that she didn't earn. Apparently she didn't like me because I was the only white teacher on campus. And it kind of escaped my attention that she was even half black. Like, I guess because I don't pay attention to race because I can't really see that well, so I don't really think about the fact that somebody's white and somebody's not. Like, it just doesn't occur to me. One day she came in and she started a fight with another girl and then quickly turned towards me. She started trying to punch me in the face. I don't remember any of this actually. I was just told later what happened. She tried to punch me in the face, but I had my hands up like this, and so she couldn't get to my face. So she grabbed my shoulders and she shook me like really violently. And then she like threw me face first against the bookcase, and then when I rebounded, she like grabbed me again and threw me back against a wall, and a very heavy bulletin board fell and hit me on the head. I was really worried about my vision because I had recently had artificial cornea transplant. I went to the eye doctor to make sure my eye was okay. It was. A few days later, I woke up and my fingers started tingling. The next day I woke up, my whole hand was numb, like I couldn't feel it at all. Then the next day I woke up, my forearm was numb, and then the next day I woke up, like my whole right arm was numb. And it just kind of, the numbness traveled down my right side. I thought it was like a pinched nerve at first because it like went down my arm and down my leg. It was like numb, I couldn't feel it. And then one day I woke up and my whole right side of my face was numb. So I couldn't chew properly and I was having trouble swallowing because my face was numb. And that was when I realized it was my brain, not a pinched nerve. And so I went to the hospital and they told me that I had such a traumatic brain injury that it caused me stroke-like symptoms. I ended up having to go to a place called the Center for Neuroskills, and I received occupational therapy, physical therapy, cognitive rehab, and psychological counseling. I did this for 2 years. So it was a very strenuous program. Like, it was like having a full-time job for 2 years because I was doing so much therapy and rehab that I pretty much had to go all day long. So it really was hard, but like my whole life has been about fighting challenges and fighting struggles, and that was no different for me. I just decided that I was going to do it and I was going to put my mind to it, and I did. When I couldn't feel my arm, I had very little grip strength. My strength was weak. I couldn't feel my hand. There was a time I was doing the dishes and it was very hot and I couldn't feel the water. It was burning me. There was a lot of times where I was not able to perform my job or just daily living tasks because I was not able to feel my arm. I had to walk with a walker for a while because I couldn't feel my right leg and it affected how I walked. I had really bad like short-term memory loss. I couldn't even remember my phone number at one point. It was just like I couldn't remember it at all. I felt really dizzy most of the time, and yeah, it was a very long, arduous road to healing. It was either give up and spend the rest of my life in bed or find my way back to who I was. And since I was a massage therapist, I needed my arm to function so that I could perform my job. So yeah, I fought my way back, and I have been recovered for about 5 years. So I'm really proud of that. I think that it's not something to be ashamed of. Like, yeah, I did have a brain injury and it did set me back, but I was able to fight my way back, and I think that is what is most important. So I just want to encourage everyone out there, if you have been taken back in your life for any reason, like you're not able to perform things that you feel like you should, or you're coping with a severe injury or rehab, like just know you can do it. You can get through it. Just put your mind to it, and whatever they have to help you, access that help and make sure that you're fighting to get better. If you are chronically injured and there's really no way to get back to where you were before, get as close as you can. Beat the odds. Like, it can happen. So I would just encourage anyone in those positions to fight to find their way back to their normal life. If you like this video, please don't forget to give it a thumbs up. And if you haven't already, please subscribe and turn on the little bell for the notifications so you get updated every time I have a new post. And if you have any questions for me, don't forget to leave them in the comments below. Thank you so much for watching. Love you guys. Take care.
Blind Pineapple Production. Yeah!